Hey guys, welcome to Heart to Talk, the podcast. I am your host, Theresa Cesare, and you are tuned into episode 23. I believe we are all born with inner power and strength. As we grow, our power grows as well. Some of us have these crazy growth spurts, and it's usually when we face extreme challenges or traumas. It's like an awakening that happens. And in others, it's a bit slower because nothing has pushed us. We're comfortable, right? It doesn't matter where you are on this spectrum. However, when you do discover, nurture, and protect your powers, you become liberated. You then realize you're limitless. You're able to handle any aspect of life. You gain immense confidence because you are now operating from your authentic, highest, most powerful self. Here in this episode, I'm going to tell you what your superpowers are. And I'm going to tell you the things that block them and drain them. So let's get started. How many of you have ever heard or used the affirmation, I am powerful? I'm going to say it again. I am powerful. Now, when I first started on my personal growth journey, I used that affirmation and I remember just loving it. Like, oh my gosh, heck yeah, I'm powerful. I just loved the way it sounded. I felt so strong and really in power. I would say it all day long, look in the mirror, and it did help after some time. But then I'm like, okay, I'm saying this. Now what? How can I be powerful? What makes me powerful? What else can I do? Let me bring in the evidence. And that's what I started to do with all my affirmations. Using the affirmations, saying them, believing them is powerful and half the work. But there's the application of other things that need to be in place for it to be life-changing, lasting, and the most effective possible way. So you can basically say, I have reversed engineered the affirmation, I am powerful. So what does that mean? I reversed engineered this affirmation. I learned basically what are the things that give me power. I read a ton of books. I meditated, listened to podcasts, and it took me about 2 years to finally, gather the vocabulary, the examples. Let me tell you what your superpowers are. I'm going to start with the first one. Your first power is your thoughts. Your thoughts, what you believe. Your perceptions, your attention, your mental energy. And then you also have something called metacognitive abilities. As humans, we all have metacognitive abilities where you can observe your thinking, like realize what you're thinking, notice it. That's why we do have the power to change our thoughts. Also, we have another thing that our incredible minds do, our brains. It's neuroplasticity is another thing that our brain does. And it explains how the human brain is able to adapt, master new skills. It stores memories and information, and even recover after trauma to the brain. 80% of our thoughts are negative. And our thoughts that we put out have vibrational frequencies that is felt. And events and situations corresponding to our thoughts are all attracted back into our life. So that brings me to our next superpower, your words. Your words, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others. Your narrative, what's your story? What's the story that you say about yourself, your life, others around you? And your affirmations. Affirmations can be negative or positive. They shape how we feel and what we believe in about ourselves. Now, the one thing, the brain sometimes gets a little mixed up on the difference between what's reality and imagination. So that's how positive affirmations work in our favor. When you start telling yourself positive affirmations, you're tricking your brain. And it's the regular repetition of the affirmations about yourself that encourage your brain to take these affirmations as fact. Super powerful. So now let's move on to your third superpower. That is your intuition. People, we all have it. It's that gut feeling, that knowing. It's your internal compass, your inner wisdom, just that self-trust. And it's really the highest form of intelligence that we possess. And then the fourth is your essence. This is your fourth superpower. That is your personal signature self, your soul. There's only one you out there, right? And that's what I like to call your essence. Your soul made visible. It's your talents. It's your gifts, your personal creativity, your ideas, and ultimately what is your authentic self. Now, the thing about our superpowers, like I mentioned, your thoughts, your words, your intuition, your essence. You can use your superpowers to empower your life, to love your life, and mostly yourself, right? Or you can use them against you. There's a common theme though. It all starts with you. All of these, you go within. In order to bring out magic, it has to come from within out. We've been having this backwards, looking outside ourselves to bring power, but that doesn't last. That's not lasting power. A lot of us go into relationships and we say we've lost ourselves. Let me tell you, people, it's not the relationships that have us lost. We already came in lost. We hadn't become strong within our personal powers. We probably didn't even know them. We've all experienced them. We didn't have the vocabulary to say, oh, that's my intuition, or this is my authentic self. This is my essence. Those are my thoughts or my words, right? Now we have this awareness. And part of taking your power back and saying, I am powerful, is owning the things that are draining you. What is blocking your power? Because you're the only one that can fix it. You're the only one who can give yourself the life you want. We actually have to start taking the responsibility. Here are some power blockers. Wanting what you can't have. Not wanting what you do have. Over-reliance on outside circumstances to initiate change. Wanting the approval from other people. Seeking validation drains your power. Believing you are unlucky. Believing things are hard. Feeling unworthy. Not eating healthy. Not exercising. Not doing what you love. Not recognizing addictive behavior patterns or dependencies. Judging yourself and judging others. Making assumptions. Shame and guilt. People pleasing. Unable to forgive. Aiming for perfection. I want you to think about which one of these makes you cringe. And when you feel that like that little sting or, that's like your inner wisdom talking to you saying like, oh yeah, don't judge yourself. This is just really to level up, to give you a starting point. So my homework for you, grade yourself on your powers, right? Think about your thoughts. Are they positive or negative? Your words, how do you speak to others and to yourself? Your intuition, do you follow your intuition? In your essence, do you allow your soul to be made visible? Are you showing your truth? I wish you all lots of luck, and I'm sending you lots of love on your journey to your powerful self by avoiding the power blockers that are in your way and really just investing in yourself, the time, the energy, all of that. I'm going to close up this episode with an incredible passage from Dr. Shefali's book, her newest book called The Radical Awakening. There comes a time in the life of a woman or man, I'm going to include man, when he or she finally realizes his or her childlike dependencies on others, when he or she dares to rewrite a new mandate of living for themselves. One that says, I release unworthiness and fear. I divorce civility and passivity. I divest in authenticity and enmeshment. I end the pretense of being someone I am not. And from now on, I declare I will ascend into my highest power. I will embrace my greatest autonomy. I will celebrate my deepest worth. I will embody my fiercest courage and manifest the authentic me. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I'm truly grateful for you. Don't forget to hit subscribe, rate, and tell all your friends about Heart to Talk, the podcast. You could also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for fun updates and information about future podcasts. Also, if you are feeling like you want to dive into your most powerful self and want to learn all the things that I did to really just change my life from the inside out, I am putting on this incredible class through my Affirmation Academy, where you learn to speak your dream life into existence. And Affirmation Academy is designed to provide you with affirmations to help you love the life you already have while creating the life of your dreams. And you ask how I do this? Well, I remind you of your natural born powers and provide you with specific affirmations to activate and strengthen them. Reviewing what blocks your powers and provide you with the affirmations to reconnect you to your power. And helping you discover what is the highest vision of yourself and your life, and then provide you with an incredible miracle map to guide you towards creating the life of your dreams. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, visit my website at www.theresacesare.com. Otherwise, I'll be back in 2 weeks.